Hey, what's up guys and welcome back to Anime King. And today I'm going to be giving you part 21 of What If Naruto was sent to a parallel multiverse. Remember to get this one to 100 like as usual. Share this to all of your friends on your social media platform. And also guys, go ahead and check out the final episode of What If Naruto was the ultimate Saiyan. Yes guys, the final episode, so go ahead and enjoy that guys. And also for Anime King, I post a brand new episode of What If Naruto had a solo sensei, so go ahead and enjoy that guys. And over Anime King 2, I post a brand new episode of What If Naruto was treated like Gaara, so go ahead and enjoy that as well guys. And remember, if you're new and this is the first time you hear my voice, go ahead and click that red subscribe button and become part of the Anime King family. And thank you for all of your help and your support. Remember to comment down below and tell me if you're new. I'll be replying talking back to all of you. So yeah, without further ado, what do you say begin this new episode starts? The intro. So the last time we left off, there was a lot happening around the world. Sand Shinobis were attacked by Kumo Shinobis as they were slaughtered, leaving only one. There was only one left, as he could report back to his village. As allies of Konoha and the Sand were being slaughtered by the other nations, it seems a full-blown third Shinobi war was about to start, as chaos was ensuing everywhere. While that was going on, though at the leaf, Sahara was confused, as she was speaking to Mito, who was telling her what happened. As she didn't believe it, she couldn't believe it, she didn't want to believe it. As she made her way, Hanabi was happy, as her father would be chosen soon who would succeed him as clan head. Hinata was fit for the role, and once Hinata had become clan head, she would relinquish herself from the clan, because she would not be forced to be married with anyone. As she wanted to be with Naruto, he was the only one that was for her, and there was no change in that, as she loved him, and he loved her as well. But first she had to wait, just in case. When Sahara went home, as her mind was swimming with so much information as she was just so confused, her mother came to her, along with her brother, as her mother activated her Mangita Sharingan, shocking Sahara as she couldn't believe it. Her mother now had the Eternal. As she told Sahara to sit down, there's a lot she need to know. As for Naruto, as he was currently over the Hidden Rain, as he was in one of the top luxurious hotels, Nagato could not sense him because Naruto did not want to be sensed, as he was with Kotsumi. As they were thinking about the next phase of the plan, the one that Naruto found the most, entertaining, as he decided to strut out in the Hidden Rain afterwards. Nagato sensed Naruto as Konan came in with a child, who was Nagato's son. His name was Yaiko. Nagato didn't have to use any path. His hair was red as he was in his own body in this timeline. As he went to face Naruto, as he was confused to see him here, because he knew of Naruto Uzumaki but he did not know who exactly Naruto was. It seems Zetsu hadn't informed him. Nagato was surprised when Naruto activated his Ronin Sharingan as they start to fight. Their battle knocked each other out of the village, as Nagato had the Rinnegan, but the Rinnegan didn't stand a chance against what Naruto was. The both of them clashed like wild beasts, as Naruto ended up lifting up the entire goddamn ocean and turn it into a dragon and drop it down towards Nagato, who used the almighty push. He then decided to seal Naruto away in Splinter Devastation, but Naruto saw it as an insult, so he decided to show what real power was as he dropped a meteor from the sky. Nagato tried to blow it up, but, he failed. As Naruto watches Nagato fail before his eyes snap open as he pumped every last amount of power after their long thrusting battle into the meteor. He ended up blowing it up, but he collapsed in a heap as Konan came out as she was holding on to her son. As he cried out for his dad and rushed over, as Naruto was surprised as he crash landed in Nagato's stomach. Naruto ripped out his eyes, but he saw the man's son. As Naruto was surprised by that, in his time he never had a son. Things were different here, it seems. As he went through Nagato's memories, he then placed his hand over Nagato's face as Nagato could see again, but his eyes were purple, like a normal Uzumaki, as he was confused. No longer he possessed a Rinnegan. As Naruto turned toward his son, his name was Yaiko. As Naruto told Nagato, they had a lot to talk about. Meanwhile, Minato was pissed off as he was furious, knowing that Naruto knows so much that he should not. He wanted Naruto dead, while this imposter, because, as he revealed what happened in the past with him and Mikoto and Kushina, what Danzo wanted, but he fell in love. But he still had his duties, so he went along, as he had cared for Mikoto as well, but there was something about Kushina. Well, Mikoto was just different as well, as he didn't know who to choose. He let his emotion, something that Danzo told him, never get the better of him. He let his emotion get the better of him, and he failed, big time. And now Naruto knew about this, as he found out that the nations were attacking as well. Where the hell was X? Why wasn't he informed about this? As he was really angered about this, as he called for his son, but X was not returning his call, as he was not reacting to the tattoo on his shoulder. As Minato was confused by that, the three Kages were meeting up. Despite Aizuner having their tail beast, they did not seem concerned. Despite him literally stealing them, that was because Shisui had used his Mangeto to make them be more reasonable. While they still had control of themselves, they were just more open to suggestions, and doing and going along with a few things that they wouldn't have normally go along with. That was good for him as they start their plan. So yeah guys, that's basically as well left off. You guys can switch across the place and check out for yourself. Remember to go ahead and check out the final episode of What If Naruto Was the Ultimate Saiyan, guys. And also over on Anime King 2, I post a brand new episode of What If Naruto was treated like Gaara, and enjoy that, guys. And also over Anime King, I post a brand new episode of What If Naruto had a solo sensei, so go ahead, check out that and enjoy, guys. And yeah, without further ado, what do you say we begin this new episode? Let's get right into this, guys. Sahara was shocked. That was much she could say. She was shocked. Firstly, her mother had the eternal Mangeto Sharingan. Her father's death was not an accident. Thirdly, she had a brother, a different big brother. His code name was X, but his mother had named him Inabi, as Minato was just using him as a tool. But his mother had shown him love here, something that Minato refused to give him by forbidding him from ever speaking or going near the Uzumakis. Mikoto had made sure that X was on her side from the beginning. While X worked for Minato, while he did what Minato said, he was on Mikoto's side. He was a part of the plan for the enlightenment for the Uchihas. While Minato's plan regards subjugating the daimyos and replacing them with decoys who he had under his control, and also slaughtering the Kages to take away most of their information, and not to mention lineage in the dealings of being a Kage, along with their experience getting a new younger generation who he could manipulate. X decided to go along with his mother plan, his mother that he loved so much. So he had leaked the information about the Seven Tails, which had been taken right under Minato's nose, and yet he had no idea. All along, it was just a decoy of a white Zetsu who had taken some of the girl's chakra. The Seven Tails never entered Konoha. It might seem that way, but it never entered Konoha. Inabi, no longer going by the name X, was always on his mother's side. His father will know of that very soon after all. The plan was starting. Sahara on the other hand was confused and shocked. Itachi was rather calm as he seemed to know all about this, yes. He knew the sacrifice his mother had to make sure that she was trusted by Minato, to make sure that she was given everything. She gave everything for this plan, even to go as far as be with Minato. Perhaps once in the past, she did have a small feelings for him, but Nothing should go above the plan. Nothing should stop them from reviving their Queen Kaguya. And she will guide the Uchihas to a new age and have them rule over the entire elemental nation. Nothing will stop them at all. Her father, Sahara was coming to realize, was against his plan of revolting against Konoha. Her father and several other Uchihas. That is why they were purged. Her mother had just told her everything. And to say that she was shocked would be an understatement. Shisui was alive, out there doing the plan. As Shisui had used his Sharingan to use a very influential person, and that was none other than Jiraiya the Sannin, who had one of the largest spine network. So far, Jiraiya has been feeding Minato false information regarding his end, so Minato would not find out about their plans. Jiraiya's mind was being thwarted and warped by Shisui to see that his way was the only way, to see that bringing back Kaguya was the only way. While no one noticed, not even Tsunade, not even his own daughter, no one noticed that he was acting different, as that was the power of the Kodomasukami. But that was not all. The rumors, well, not really rumors, what? Mito told her about Naruto. Her Naruto was... I don't know what to say. Daughter, you must listen to me. I know that you like Naruto very much, but he is not with us. And he has been gone for a long time. The Naruto that you knew, no. Said Sahara, the Naruto that I know is still in there. The Naruto that I know is still there. He's my Naruto. The person that was using you is gone. I assure you, daughter. He's gone and he's not coming back. Or even if he does, he's just coming back to be against us. That is why you will have to be the one to kill him. What? He might be using us all, but I saw it with my own eyes several times now. He has grown a soft sputter on you, an attachment. It seems whatever this person is, whoever he is, over the years he has come to see you as a friend. Perhaps even more, said Mikoto accent, with a curious eyebrow raise. But Sahara said nothing. And I want you to kill him. You're possibly the only one that can get close enough and end his life. I can't, she said. Listen to me. This is our blood right. This is what we Uchihas were meant to do. We were meant to lead, not be subjugated and pushed aside like we were nothing. For years, while that decrepit, one-eyed coot Danzo Shinamura took the reins, the Uchihas were treated like garbage. This village betrayed us. The Uchihas were a founding member, and yet, look what we've been reduced to. Hiding our power, waiting for the opportune moment. We used to be the elites of elites. We used to be in charge, and yet here we are, scrambling to go back on top. But no more. This is the final stance where we will break and push forward into what we were truly meant to be. Leaders, not followers. With our queen, Kaguya. So daughter, I implore you to choose correctly. This is your birthright. This is what you stand for. Our queen will bless us all. We will release her and change this entire continent, not just this village alone. Sahara started to cry. Yes, it was rather strange for her to cry in this time, but her mind was just so filled with information. For one thing, the Naruto that she knew was gone, if that was true. The person that she loved. As tears filled her eyes, Mikoto pulled her into a deep hug. It's alright. I understand that you're hurt right now. To know someone that you care about was gone and tricked and being used like a host or a puppet by someone who you don't know. But I assure you, once you get rid of him, you will finally be free of that slave driver who has been controlling you this entire time. No longer will he subjugate you with his will. You are your own woman, and you will stand by my side as we bring forward a new era to this world. Do you understand, my daughter? Sahara nodded as Itachi glanced towards Inabi. He's known him for a long time now, and Inabi was happy that he had family that actually care about him, unlike the Uzumakis. who he was forbidden from even seeing. Meanwhile that was going on, Kushina was lying on her bed. As she was just lying there, she had barely eaten or sleep, just the bare minimum to survive. Other than that, she hadn't really enticed herself into anything yet. Seeing Naruto leave was like a part of her being ripped away. He was her son, her baby. Wow, she got along well with Mito. Naruto was more her baby than anything else. She loved the both of them, but Naruto, she spoiled him a bit more, and everyone saw that. So to find out that he was taken, but yet what he told her, she was the only one that knew that he was from a different time with him being her son there. So in a technicality, in a way, he was still her son, not to mention, for the past couple of years he was here. It was not the Naruto that she gave birth to, it was him, the one that was from a different time, where he was her son. Even though he didn't show her any proof, she knew that he was telling the truth. But now here she was, and she didn't really know what to do. But she had a rather bad feeling like something was gonna happen. She hadn't seen Minato in some time now. He was probably busy at work as usual, and she didn't really feel like talking anyway. Mito and Menmo was probably dealing with this in their own way as well. And she was right. Mito was currently with Neji, and she was frustrated, and there was one way of getting rid of frustration. Well, Neji wasn't feeling all that bad, but he was still concerned about her. Menmo, on the other hand, was throwing himself into clan work, unaware that the village was about to be put into chaos. At the Senju compound, Tsunade was surprised to see Jiraiya. Lastly, he told her that he would be gone for a couple of days, so she was surprised to see him back so quickly. Jiraiya, she said, you're back. As he turned towards her, Haim, there's something I gotta tell you, he said. Huh? What's up? As she calmly walked towards him, Tsunade didn't know what was wrong, but she felt off. Something just felt wrong. She couldn't put her finger on it though. But Jiraiya was not a threat. Tsunade was shocked when he hit his hand in her stomach, as the sealing marks on his hand bind her body. The marks spread rather quickly. Before she could say anything, her mouth was sealed shut. She felt her chakra as the marks rushed towards the diamond on her forehead, as a seal imprinted over it as Jiraiya twisted his hand and pulled it out before he thrust it on her chest. Another large seal formed on her chest as it bound her body. Tsunade collapsed with a look of pure betrayal on her face. It is time, he said, his tone sounding rather bland and empty, as he made his way and picked her up and walked off. But that was not the only occurrence happening in the village. People started to attack people on the streets. People just started to jump at each other and fight, as it was rather confusing as ninjas tried to pull them off, but they were psychotic. It seems like something was just pushing them to fight. Their eyes were hazy, genjutsu, as a majority of ninja forces were spread to end the chaos. Minato got the report as he slammed his fist on the decks. What the hell is going on, he said. He could not find X anywhere, and now this was happening. As a regular envoys flashed into his office. Find out what the hell is happening. Who is causing this constant fighting everywhere? Someone was trying to cause restlessness in his village, while chaos was soon gonna spread because of this damn war. And bring their head to me, said Minato. The envoys nodded as they made their way off to find out what was going on. It was then that Urkai entered the room. You called, she said. Yes. I need your help. We have some problems. I know you have your little contacts out there. So far, I have needed to get a hold on Jiraiya, and my usual source of information has been stumped. So I need to find out what is going on. How long will this take you? Oh, it shouldn't take me more than a few hours. You got the hour, said Minato. I want to know what is going on out there in the world. This is for the safety of Konoha. Oh my, of course, she said, with a coy smile. You know I want nothing more than to see Konoha rise above all of this. As she calmly made her way I'll be back soon, she said. As Minato quickly got back to what he was working on, sending letters to the Fire Daimyo. The borders had to be closed off, as ninjas were being picked off soon enough to be forced to leak into the Fire Nation. So far, he has not been getting a response. It seems like he'll have to make his trip towards the castle himself. He picked himself up as he made his way. He had something else to attend to at the moment. As he made his way underground, as several of his special Black Ops program stepped aside as he gave him a bow, making his way as a Blacklight members the unit that X was in charge of. The members all gave him a respectful bow. As he opened the door, he looked towards the Seven-Tails Jinchuriki, as she was still unconscious because of the seal. They had not removed the beast from her. Minato had an ink brush, and he also had a pot of ink. He was gonna fix the seal so that the moment she was sent out there in the battlefield, he will have full control on how she will use the beast. He reached down to examine the seal, only to find no chakra source coming from inside of it. The seal was there, but it seemed like it was just drawn on. What the hell? Minato woke the girl, as she woke up and smiled at him. Where is the tail beast, he asked. She started to laugh. He gripped her right by the throat. I said, where is the tail beast? This was stressful time, so for him to be getting her laugh in his face was something that set him off rather easily. As she started to choke, he released her so that she could breathe. Where is the tail beast, he asked once again. As he pulled out a kunai. I will not ask a third time. I don't know, she said. As he stabbed the kunai forward, but it pierced into the wall. As she looked towards it, so close. What stopped you, she asked. As he reversed gripped it and thrust it into her stomach, knowing that she could heal from this. If she was hiding the beast somehow, but how would she? She had came here with a tail beast. Although, he didn't personally visit her himself. He had more important matters to deal with. But he did see her by the video footage that X brought him, and know he couldn't get contact with X. But as he stabbed her, she started to change into a strange man with green hair and white skin. Minato stepped back with shock. What the? As he tried to sense out the beaker, but the beaker and X that he placed on his mask was no longer there. X betrayed him, his own son. As Minato grind his teeth in rage. Meanwhile, that was going on as problem was spreading throughout the village, causing his shinobis to be pushed to different areas of the village, while the real threat was lurking in the shadows that were the Uchihas and collecting more secret informations. Envoys were being slaughtered, their masks and suit taken, as X had the perfect route in his head, knowing everything. There were several things that they need from Konoha, as the Uchihas were already packed and ready to leave, as they were going to leave Konoha in a state of disarray first, and then when the war began, they were going to use said war to bring their mother back, having the shinobis kill off each other, and leaving only those to be ruled by the Uchihas. As ninjas start to move around, those ninjas being Uchihas, collecting valuable scrolls, information that Uchiha should not have. As a scroll of sealing was also taken as well, that and many others. Urukai noticed this going on, but she said nothing, as it seems like the affair started to play out. But she already had her secret location to move to if Konoha was gonna fall. She had already moved most of her top secret experiments over there, so there was no worry in that. And as for Naruto, well, there was no problem there as well. The Uchihas also wanted the Uzumaki sealing art. Several forbidden sealing art that the Uzumakis kept in their compound alone. They will be the last one to attack because of their phone jutsu. Firstly, the other clans. As Minato was unaware of this because of his peril that he was currently going through at the moment, and because of ninjas being attacked outside of the borders. As for Naruto, he had his eyes closed, Witnessing what was going on within Konoha, he had a marker placed on his mother, father, and his brother and sister, and several important people in Konoha. One on Orkai, one on Mikoto. Yes, she might have removed the other one, but there was another one. As Naruto's small tiny dots allow him to hear and also see a fraction of what was going on. As he saw that they were already putting their plan in motion, they wanted to weaken the entire elemental nation by throwing them into a war. Then they will revive Kaguya. It seems that they all wanted to awaken the Rinnegan first, with their little procedures. Oh, said Naruto to himself. What's up, said Katsumi, as she was eating some dongos. They want the Uzumaki Fuin Jutsu, it seems, like they want to tie it in with their Rinnegan, to make it somehow better and stronger. Now imagine that, a Rinnegan with sealing art mixed inside. Now that will be something. Well, Kaguya does need an army, said Naruto. Perhaps. She's not told him about the other Otsutsuki yet. She just told him that they need to get as strong as possible. They have used the essence of the first Madara, and Zetsu, and the Sharingan that they possess, and the ones that they kill, and mix it with Senju blood. It seems they want more Senju blood for the future. They have taken Tsunade. What about Sakura? She's on a mission. She's unaware of all of this. Jiraiya is being used like a puppet. Now that's rather amusing, said Naruto. So they're gonna create a whole army of Rinnegan users to take over the entire world and prepared for their master Kaguya. Exactly, said Naruto. They want to make sure that it's ready for her to witness her glory as she returned. Now that is funny. Treating her like a queen. I should be the one being treated like that. Come on, you're already my queen, she said. Of course I am, but I want the whole world to know. As Naruto chuckled. You're too spoiled, he said. I'm not spoiled. Take that back. Fine, fine, I take it back, he said. As she wouldn't stop, squeezing down on him, seeing that she was sitting on his waist. Alright, I forgive you. As she leaned back in his chest. You know, it was a good thing that we spared Nagato and his kid. And his wife as well. Yeah, said Naruto. No harm in ruining that little family there. It seems I'm growing soft. Nah, said Katsumi. You're just releasing some of your options. That's what you call me not killing someone? Well, yeah. Usually, you would kill Nagato and not really think about how that will affect what is going on, because back in our time we were kind of... Well, I was getting bored. Yeah, I noticed that, said Naruto. So I tried to make it fun for the hunt, so that you would be excited. Yeah, but it was still kind of getting boring. But here, there's all sorts of things that will happen. Things that we don't even know yet. Not to mention, with the whole Rinnegan deal, that's gonna be fun. Don't you think? Yeah, said Naruto, I guess you're right about that. This is a lot better turnout than how my world was set. After all, I did kill most of the population, and that tend to leave things a bit boring. As Katsumi nodded. You know what would be fun, she said. Let's go to Konoha and attack the Uchihas. We're not gonna kill them, but we're gonna make them retreat, so they can go and make their plans of implanting their Rinnegan somewhere else, so that Konoha can still be standing. We're just gonna take Kushina, and we're gonna take Sahara, and take Hanabi. I'm sure that your sister and brother will stay by Minato's side. They will think that you have kidnapped their mother, and they will work double time to try and, well, hunt you down. But also, they had to be ready for the war that is coming, and not to mention, sort out the backlash of when the Uchihas attack. You know, you're a genius, said Naruto. If we don't let them attack right now, and cause too much havoc, Konoha can still be a major part in this little game. As Katsumi nodded, as Naruto got to his feet and picked her up and swinged her around, as she simply smiled before he pulled her into a deep kiss. Meanwhile, the hidden rain. Nagato was confronted by Zetsu, as the black creature had just shown up, telling Nagato that it was time, but what he saw frightened him. Nagato's eyes were no longer showing the Rinnegan. What happened? as Nagato was about to say something until he felt a sensation as chakra burst from his chest. It did not harm him, but it just came from his chest, forming a hologramic form of Naruto, who smiled. Hey there, Zetsu. Naruto? What is this? Said Nagato. Oh, I planted this inside of you. I'm kind of like Naruto and I'm kind of not. Let's just say I'm his chakra imprint. So, Zetsu, have you realized yet? Zetsu clenched his fists. Yeah, I destroyed one of your Renegons. Perhaps you needed this to help you in the process of creating the other Renegons faster. As Zetsu frowned even more. Yeah, I noticed, said Naruto. Now you're gonna have to take a little while longer to create the other Renegons. And to implant them the other Uchihas to make them all Super Uchihas, said Naruto. But Nagato surely wouldn't have liked what you have done to him. After all, I'm sure that it wouldn't be easy to take sample of the Renegon to inject it in the Sharingan ice. Because that would evolve the Renegon that you're gonna give the Uchihas to another level. Kaguya really want a powerful army. And also, you want the Uchihas to be untouchable by the rest of the world, so that they will be the only ones standing after the war. Zetsu was pissed off that Naruto knows so much. It doesn't matter. He still had the Senju woman and several other things. And plus, he still had Nagato. He was sure that the blood of BAM! Zetsu was blasted away. Oh yeah, I kinda put a safeguard on him and his entire family. So if you try to touch them or do anything, well, next time, you will be eviscerated. As Nagato was surprised how kind Naruto was. As Nagato had been told by Naruto that Zetsu was just using him, and it seems like he was right. Zetsu got up as it was a large dent in his chest from the hit as he felt pain. He frowned as his chest refilled. He could not go too close to Nagato or his family. Damn it. He was out of the occasion as Zetsu could not die. He was needed. He needed to see his mother be brought back. Having the Renegon samples would be better to create the artificial Renegons quicker. After all, it took Madara years to awaken the Renegon with a mixture of Senju DNA. But having an original Renegon would be a long way with making it better, but he would have to go on a long way. His own DNA. The DNA from the old Madara, which was, well, because of the years of passing down, it had become a bit stagnant, so it was hard. There was no telling when the other Renegons would be ready. But for now, the Uchihas had to move and get the sealing from the Uzumakis. Damn that Naruto Uzumaki. Damn him to hell! Back at Konoha, the place was in chaos. Clans were being attacked from left to right. Civilians were attacking clans, but that was just a decoy. Death. The death number was rising rather quickly as Uchihas were moving out and slaughtering Yamanakas, Hyugas, and others. Hayashi thrust his hand forward, but the Uchiha jumped away as he launched a fire-style ball towards him. Hinata thrust her hand forward as a burst of chakra blew out the fire as the chakra overpowered the flames. What is going on? She said. She looked around confused. Chaos was everywhere throughout the village. It's the damn Uchihas. This is some kind of civil war, said Hayashi as he was really pissed off that clan. He never liked them to begin with. Kill them all, he told the Hyugas. As civilians started to flood in the place, damn it, he cursed. They were using the civilians as puppets, controlling their minds and using them as tools. He then realized this could be. Damn it, he rushed forward, making his way down the hall. And he was right. When he got towards the clan's secret shrine room, where all the hidden scrolls were kept, they were all taken. The guard lying dead on the ground. Damn it, as he rushed forward, leaving a few Hyugas in charge, he need to know what the hell is going on with the Hokage and the other clan heads. But it was not just him. The other clans were being attacked, rather viciously as well. The Uchihas were taking everything valuable. Uchihas that seemed so calm were lashing out at people, killing people and using civilians as they were nothing but pawns. They will stop at nothing to have their queen amongst them. But the real brunt of the attack, well, it hadn't started yet. As Mikoto was brought into the Uzumaki compound. As she was confused what was going on, well, she played the confused part. As Kushina had came out, as a woman had asked for her, they were close friends, best friends. While they hadn't been in touch lately, they were still good friends. As chaos was all around the village, the Uzumakis had barriers up, so many people could not really enter their compound. As Mikoto entered though, she walked past one of the walls as she marked it with something. As she told Kushina about everything that was going on, she also told Menma as well, seeing that he was the head of the Uzumaki clan now. The civilians just went crazy and they started to attack everyone. They were attacking each of the clans. The Uzumakis had no choice but to believe her because, well, they didn't have an outside source. But this was just a lie, a trick. Because Mikoto had someone that was able to use a special Mangekyo Sharingan ability. Well, it was a girl with Itachi. The other one with the Mangekyo, her name was Izumi. As her Mangekyo Sharingan ability was quite special, she was able to plant small rifts. Yes, it was like a small crack in space and time. While it cost her eyesight to use it that much, but it was necessary because she was able to attach it to people and people could attach it to someone else. These black rifts, Mikoto attached them to the wall in the Uzumaki compound, and she was able to use her Mangekyo to open it. Once she did, the Uchihas started to flood in. Chaos ensued as Uzumaki started to be slaughtered. The Uchihas, knowing that the Uzumakis had the potential to seal with their eyes and hurt them the most because of their Fuinjutsu, Uzumaki started to be killed left and right. Screaming could be heard as Menma got to his feet. What the hell is going on as he rushed forward, only for Mikoto's eyes to activate. Kushina noticed that, but it was too late. As a massive arm, a white spectral arm appeared and blasted Kushina to his side. It also knocked Menma away as well. Yoshino was grabbed the old woman, unable to move away quickly, as the hand crushed her as blood sprayed out. As Mikoto had this cold, evil look on her face. Mikoto! Kushina looked at her with a look of betrayal. What are you doing? I'm sorry, Kushina, but this is the only way. I've spoken to the others and I will allow you and your family to live. But Minato, he will never stop fighting us. But you and your son and your daughter can live through this. Just do not fight me. As the battle started to rage outside, Menma got to his feet. What is this? What exactly are you doing? He asked. I'm afraid I can't go into details right now, but I have to. Mom! As the voice of Mito running on the hall. Mom? As Mikoto stood in the ribcage of Susanoo. My, what a nice Susanoo. Mikoto froze, everyone did, as he heard that voice. As Kushina was confused, when Naruto simply appeared behind her. As Naruto stepped from beside her and looked into the white Susanoo. Quite unique, seeing that you have the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan now. I bet you can bring this whole place down if you bring it out fully. But you won't. And why won't I? Because I'll snap your neck if you try, said Naruto. Yeah, and he's not joking, said Katsumi as she stood inside Susanoo. Mikoto was shocked as Katsumi placed a hand on her chest. Nice brush, she said, as she then thrust her out of it. Mikoto broke right through the wall. She crashed into the other room. Nice entrance, said Naruto. You like it? I thought of it on the way over. Oh, hey brother, hey sister. You're back, said Mito. Look, I know you must think of me as something else right now. You're not our brother, said Menma. That will explain in due time, said Naruto, but I'm not here for you. I'm here for her. As Kushina started to back away. What do you... As Naruto snapped his finger as a wormhole opened behind her. It started to suck her away. Mom! Mito yelled, but she was already gone. Where is she? Bring her back. Sorry, can't do that, said Naruto. While I love you guys, after all, we have had a bond over the years. You guys will be fine, but I don't want her mental state to get her in trouble. But don't worry, I'll handle the Uchihas. You think we'll let you leave as Minma started to go through a hand sign? Oh please, said Naruto as he blew breeze out of his mouth. That breeze turned into a gale and slam Minma and Mito away. Afterwards, Naruto calmly walked away. As he went outside, enough! He shouted as his power started to raise, his voice booming over the village. If there's a single Uchiha in this village, and I find you by the time I'm finished counting down from 5, you will die. They took it as a joke, seeing that none of them moved. Let me do the honor, said Katsumi. 5. The thunder started to strike. 4. Lightning. It became deadly. Thunder belching behind it. 3. The village started to shake. 2. Rain started to pour. 1. The first Uchiha Naruto saw, he ran, his hand clean through his face. I warned you, said Naruto. Mikoto cursed. Seeing what he could do, they had no choice. To fight him right here, they might lose more than they want, and they were so few in numbers already. The Uchihas didn't have that thousands amount of numbers. That is why they decided to go on quality instead of quantity, and Naruto could slaughter them as they were right now. Well, she and a few others could give him a good fight, but well, that is what she thought. And not to mention that woman, as she saw Katsumi looking at her, as Katsumi was actually checking out her body. If it wasn't because of this, she would have liked to know what she was like in a sack. She had no choice. The items were already shipped off already. As it was because of Izumi and several other Uchihas. Now, as she activated a seal on her arm, it was then that she saw her daughter. The seal was connected to Shisui, who felt it as well. And almost every other Uchiha felt it as well. It was time that they go. It was time that they move. Although she would have liked to see Konoha in more of a ruined state from what they did to her father, banishing her father, betraying her father. This entire village that he helped rise from the ground, alongside Hoshirama, but because of their ideals differ, he wanted the Uchihas to be nothing but pawns. For years, Uchihas have suffered under the thumbs of Danzo. Countless people saw them as nothing but tools to be used, but no more. Naruto? She cursed when she saw her daughter as she finished activating the tattoo. Zetsu was using the Endo statue as a medium, as he was using to draw power to pump into Shisui, who was in the unknown area, a large area, to summon all of the Uchihas. All of them possessed seals after all, as Shisui went through hand sign, but it was then that Mikoto saw her daughter looking at Naruto. As Naruto's eyes focused on the seal on her hand, that started to glow. He appeared behind her as he grasped her hand. As he sucked the chakra out of the seal, Mikoto's eyes went wide. No, she said. She launched off the building. Her eyes quickly morphed into eternal, as strange white flames appear, shooting like geysers towards Naruto to roast him alive. Seeing them coming, Naruto raised his hand as a literal wall just appeared in front of her. She created her stun and smashed right through it, but he was already gone, as he was clutching on tightly to Sahara. The next thing, she was gone. A wormhole simply sucked her away. Mikoto, clench your fists. Bring her back. Give me my daughter. No, said Naruto. Why are you doing this? What do you want? She asked. My goals are beyond your comprehension, said Naruto. It was then that Mikoto noticed. Shit. You will pay for this, she said. Oh, will I? Said Naruto. Yes. You just wait and see. Poof! She was gone, as well as the other Uchihas. As Naruto rocketed through the village, making his way towards, as Naruto landed down in the Hyuga compound, Hanabi was confused seeing him here. Naruto, as she didn't know what was going on after all. She didn't know that Naruto had become, well, a traitor, as they say, as he was impersonating the real Naruto. Let's go, darling, said Naruto. Naruto, what's going on? The village, Uchihas are... That doesn't matter right now. Come with me. There's much that we need to discuss. She reached and took his hand, as she was gone, sucked away in a vortex the next second. as Naruto started to walk through the village. Calmly making his way through said village, Minato appeared beside him in a flash, his foot already raised, as he brought it down on Naruto. BAM! Naruto did not even budge as he took the hit like it was nothing. Minato turned with his kunai and thrust it forward, as Naruto knocked it to the side as a Rasengan formed in the man's hand, as he thrust it towards Naruto's face, ready to blow his head clean off. Naruto merely smirked as the Rasengan was sucked into his eyes. The chakra of the jutsu was sucked directly into his eyes. Here, have this back, as Naruto quinked. The force of the jutsu blasted outwards as the man was sent rocketing away. But Minato flashed the kunai that he dropped just in time. Another Rasengan formed as he thrust it towards Naruto's stomach this time, to blow him clean open. But Naruto grabbed his wrist. Minato struggled to get past Naruto's grip, but he could not. Father, father, father. As Naruto slapped away the hand, the Rasengan, dissipating. Why don't we talk for a moment? You do realize your village is being defeated by Uchihas, right? No. They're gone now, so I guess you have nothing to worry about. But all this destruction is really something, isn't it? You bastard. You pay for what you've done. To what, your son? Or because I know your secret? Oh, another thing. I saw X back there. It seems like he's working for Mikoto. Oh well, I knew a long time now. You see, I have listeners all around. What? Not really spies. You wouldn't get it, said Naruto. As I was saying, it seems like X betrayed you. I believe that he probably already handed over the Seven Tails. Sooner or later there will be a war coming. The entire elemental nation will be put into a direct war. But the war will just be a distraction for the Uchihas to do as they please. I hope you're ready, father. Because Konoha, I'm giving you guys a fighting chance by sending the Uchihas back to where they are right now, a bit earlier. It also seemed like Tsunade was taken, so that's one of your biggest medics. Tell Sakura sorry that her mother was taken, but she will be used for a while. But don't worry, they won't kill her, they need her. Her father is being corrupted though and being used. Oh yeah, Jiraiya is a pawn. Minato was shocked by all of this. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh. And also... Nah, not gonna tell you that yet. What? Tell it to me, said Minato. As he wanted to know everything, so that he could be prepared. Nah, said Naruto. I'll tell you that in a later date. But for now, we're not ready to fight. Minato clenched his fists. I am going to fight you, said Naruto. Because I've always wanted to fight you, that's the thing. Even in my own timeline. But here I'm going to fight you just out of satisfaction to kill you. Seeing that you've been cheating on my mother. She's not your mother. Yeah, I know that, but I think of her as such. And because of that, I'm gonna rip your heart clean out of your chest. And make you watch as it beat for the last final moments. Until then, see ya. Hey, you done yet? As Naruto turned to see Katsumi, as she was drinking a bottle of sake, with a rather pretty necklace around her neck. Hey, where did you get that? Oh, a woman back there gave it to me. Gave it to you? Said Naruto. You mean you took it? Gave it, took it, what's the difference? Said Katsumi. As Minato appeared behind Naruto, he thrust his Rasengan forward as he created that split second. It seems like he didn't learn his mistake from the last time. As Naruto this time did not turn, but Minato felt like a feet had crushed his face in and his stomach and his chest. The force was just that much, as he was blown away as he crashed through several buildings. Sorry about that, said Naruto. Told you, we're not ready to fight yet. As he simply walked away. The wormhole opened up as him and Katsumi walked inside of it, undisturbed, as she tossed him the bottle of sake as he drank some of it. Hey, what did you get me? Said Naruto as he appeared, in a different location. She reached in her bosom, as she pulled out a candy bar and tossed it to him. You got me a candy bar, said Naruto. It's your favorite. Yeah, it is my favorite, said Naruto, as he started to munch down on it. As Naruto arrived, he saw all the girls that he sent here. All of them looking at him, as he had just been brought here. They had been speaking. Hanabi was being filled in, as all eyes turned towards him. Oh hey girls, said Naruto, as he gave them a smile. Well, You're probably all wondering why I brought you here. Meanwhile that was going on, Eisner slammed his fist in the ground, with nothing but rage twisted on his face. Damn it. So the village is still properly being held up. Yeah, and we barely got to kill any of the Uzumakis because of that damn boy. Only a handful of them were killed in the attack. They still have the means to use those damn seal against us. Damn it, said Eisner. That's not the only thing, said Zetsu as he emerged from the ground. We have a problem I didn't inform you earlier about. Nagato. It seems we won't be able to use his Rinnegan to increase the process. Why not? Is he now turning his back against us? If he is, we will force him. No, it's not that. He no longer has the Rinnegan. And I can't get him to even test his blood anymore. Because of that damn boy. As Eisner clenched his fists, we still have this Senju here. And you as well, said Itachi, trying to calm them down. Yes, you're right about that. But my daughter, he took my daughter. Calm down, he won't kill her. I know, but I'm afraid if she spends too much time with him, he will get her onto his side. And I don't want my daughter to stand against us. She's my family as well, you know that, right? Eisner said. We will bring her in. We will fight for her. Meanwhile, as Naruto stood in front of the girls, as Kushina had a stern look on her face, as she just looked at him, she didn't know what to say. Hanabi, on the other hand, well, she did not hear the full truth yet, but she heard a part of it, and the part that concerned her the most was, this was not Naruto. Are you really not Naruto? She said, confused. As her mind was whirling, the person that she's loved this entire time is gone? Alright. The reason I brought you all here is because I want to explain. As Naruto was cut off when he heard someone munching on chips, as he turned towards Kotsumi. What? I'm hungry, she said. You just broke my momentum, said Naruto. Get to it, said Kushina, rather angrily. Yeah, I guess you must be upset considering that your best friend, well, one of them just betrayed you. But I'll reveal everything to you guys. And I'll tell you everything that's going on. Before that, tell me, said Sahara, are you not Naruto? In a sense, no. But in another sense, yes. Let me explain, and then you guys can judge me if you want. But guys, be and subscribe right here. If you want to see the next part I do, like, subscribe, comment down below, turn on that bell notifications they posted. But I'm out for now, see you guys soon. Peace out.